The Wise Elders.
Where age speaks and wisdom listens.
Hi, I'm Jack. Welcome back to The Wise Elders. There are some conversations you never forget. Not because they're dramatic, or loud, or full of action, but because they're so still. This story is about Ruth. She was 96. No fame, no fortune, but her presence radiant.
She didn't talk much, but when she did, everyone listened. I spent just one afternoon with her and walked away feeling more alive than I had in months. What she told me weren't lessons in the usual sense. They were gentle truths, shaped by time, softened by loss, and sharpened by love. These are the three things she shared, and they touched my soul.
Ruth was born in 1928. She grew up during the Great Depression, taught elementary school for 42 years, raised 4 kids, buried 1, survived 2 husbands. She never traveled far, didn't own much, but people in her town would say, "If you're lost, go talk to Ruth. She won't fix it, but you'll feel whole again."
She had that kind of wisdom, quiet, grounded, real. When I asked her, "What's the most important thing you've learned?" she paused, smiled, and said, "Only 3 things, really, and none of them cost a thing. I don't want to have just visited this world. I'm living as fully as I can with what I have." Ruth didn't start living fully until her 70s. She said, "I spent the first half of my life being good. The second half, I wanted to be alive." She bought red shoes at 75, took painting classes at 82, danced alone in her garden at 90. She wasn't chasing youth, she was honoring existence.
"I've wasted too much time being afraid of looking silly," she said. "But at this age, who cares?" She told me, "Don't wait to be free. Just be free." And that's when I realized joy doesn't belong to the young. It belongs to the willing.
"You and I are made up of exactly the same stuff," Ruth told me. "I'm the tree, the dirt, the ant. I am you. You are me." This one started with a story about a nurse. After surgery, at 88, Ruth felt scared, alone, vulnerable. A young nurse sat by her bed, held her hand, didn't say a word. Later, Ruth said, "That nurse saved me, not with medicine, but with presence." They barely knew each other, but Ruth said, "I saw myself in her, and maybe she saw herself in me." From that day on, Ruth saw everyone as family. She forgave people she hadn't spoken to in 20 years, brought soup to neighbors who'd once insulted her garden. "I'm not better than anyone," she said. "We're all just stardust, confused, trying our best." That shift changed everything. She stopped judging. She started loving. Not because people deserved it, but because she did. Loving others made her feel at home in the world again. And that's something we all need, especially when we feel alone.
"Go slow," Ruth would whisper. "Then you'll know where to seek the truth."
This was her favorite line. She said, "People miss their lives because they're too busy living them fast." So she slowed down, boiled water slowly, tied her shoes slowly, listened until people ran out of words. She wasn't slow because of age. She was slow because she wanted to notice. One day, she stopped walking mid-step. I asked her why. She said, "Look at that leaf. It's changing color. I didn't want to miss it."
That was Ruth. She noticed what most of us miss, and she believed. The secret to a beautiful life isn't in adding more, it's in feeling more. To the young, she said, "I don't say, go faster. I say, go deeper."
Before I left, I asked Ruth what she wanted to be remembered for. She said softly, "I didn't visit this world. I lived in it." That line haunts me in the best way, so I leave it with you. Don't just visit. Don't just pass through. Live fully, freely, slowly, like Ruth.
If Ruth's story touched you, share it. Send it to someone who needs a gentle reminder. Life is still beautiful, and it's not too late. Subscribe to The Wise Elders, and let's grow wiser together.